It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. Has it at the 11. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. Pulling him out of bounds, we've got third down.
Smith, incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Crowd, let's get it. Dre, set. I didn't anyone hit. Hey, Silver.
Here he goes, third and long. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So first down from the 41.
Hey, 73. I didn't anyone hit. Crowd, let's get it. Hey, 73. Hey, easy, 63. Crowd, let's get it.
Option play, they get it to Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They go play fake with Hurts. Complete out to the right. And this one doesn't go far.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On third down, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This kicks down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. On first down, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Good, set. Round left. Anyway, up. Delta.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Good, set. Delta.
From the red zone on 1st. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
63. Delta.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st down throw by Purdy. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They read that screen perfectly. Interception! And the 49ers are going to have the ball back with a short field at the 22-yard line. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of them. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow. Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's on target to Pierce. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Eagles 7.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts at the 9. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. From the pistol, Hurts. Throw left side to Watson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down throwing for Hurts. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space inside the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Hurts on first down. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Zone read give here to Imfl. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. It's inside the 10, and he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-point game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. Purdy on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Blitz coming for Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Get set, get set. 21.
Back-to-back carries here. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Purdy. Taken in by Pierce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Purdy going to look to run. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. Throw caught by his running back. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First down, a run with Barkley. And have him gain up about a handful there. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
On second down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Oh, he just jumped over it backwards. Gets up. Nicely done. Great move there.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
63.
On fourth down, Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, Purdy to throw. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3 now.
Outside. Yellow. Right around outside.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Get set. 53. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Start.
To the air again. Purdy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
18. Watch out. Yellow.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He brings it in. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
"19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
First play is a design run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. He'll throw it. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. As this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. This one goes off right tackle. And he is caught and sent out well behind that line of scrimmage. So second and long coming. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Diving right side. Got it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Now, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows hundredfold with your teammates.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. To the air on third and long. That's on target to Pierce. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is second and 16. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you You can't take any completion for granted, even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at fourth and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
We've set it down from 37. On first and 10, it's Hurts. It's cut right side by Watson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Hurts looking to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. But so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 from the 43. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Rick Martin making that play.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They'll go for the gun with Barkley. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
On third down, it's Hurts. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Great, set. Alpha. Delta, set. Hey, easy, 63. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
Tiger Hornet. Great. Set. 180. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up second down.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The 49ers with the football, hoping to close out a playoff victory. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. We'll air it out on 3rd. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That's one of those areas where a QB took a risk, and he nearly paid for it in the costliest way imaginable. You don't just lob it into the end zone unless you're sure your guy can go up and get it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Looking right, and he finds him. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down.
18, what's up?
Running it after the penalty. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Purdy on the play action. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers put up even more points in a win. George Kittle.